point.
Can we ask the zodiac signs real quick?
Oh my God, no, bro.
Please.
No, bro. That shit does not matter. It is not true,
guess.
bro.
I like when people guess.
Yes. Okay.
How do y'all feel when girls be saying that though?
I feel like a lot of the shit that you say is gonna be in fucking valid. That's exactly what because it's like this. If you wanted to guess my sign and I told you, you say, "Oh, I think you're a Cancer," and I'd be like, "No, I'm a Taurus."
Are you?
Yes, I'm a Taurus. Do I act like a Taurus?
You do.
I do?
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking Taurus.
I don't know why so many women believe in this garbage. They give you the most general traits possible, like, you're gonna be hungry today, and that makes you a Leo. I guess it just feeds into people's desires to believe in something more like destiny and things like that.
A lot of girls, they've seen my face on TV so many times that that's what they want. They want to be associated with that person. It's the fame that gets these people. It is not me. It's the fame. Because I watched females look at me when they didn't know who I was, and I can see it, nothing. And then as soon as somebody whisper who I was, it's this glare in their eye. You make yourself want that person, you know?
How do you feel about that?
I don't understand how people could stand next to you 1 year, and next year, they cannot stand there. They just going crazy screaming. They just can't take it that you're right there. But just last year, I was in the same club, walking around lonely like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Couldn't get a date, couldn't get nobody to dance with me. I was too skinny, too something. And now he's just adorable. He's just, oh.
Rest in peace, Tupac. That's so true. Right when you become famous, that's when people switch up. Not only women, but men too. The whole world switches up to you. As a man, you could be in great shape, be the most attractive person you could be on earth. But the biggest thing that's going to separate yourself and make you desirable is fame. AMS said it best, women like to be with men who are wanted. They'll lose their minds over you. Just look at Patrice O'Neal. He wasn't the best looking guy, but he was famous and he got with a lot of women because of it.
My chest, there are far more women struggling to find love in relationships than men. Yes, I agree, bad men exist, but these men are created, not born. And I'll tell you what's causing this: toxic feminism. What feminism does is simultaneously teach women to detest masculine traits in men, but cultivate them in themselves. So for instance, a man that cheats is trash, but a woman who cheats is a bad bitch. Or a man that sexualizes women is misogynistic, but a woman should sell her nudes online and she's a bad bitch. But the biggest problem with feminism is that it makes women reject their feminine traits. So they no longer want to be loyal or nurturing. As a result, we're breeding a generation of men who no longer aspire to provide, protect, and most importantly, respect women because they can access them and replace them. So yes, men are struggling to find love, but it might be because this generation of women is not what they want.
I love it when we have women calling out the hypocrisy in feminism today. The beginning stages of feminism were definitely good to society, but now it's just gone too far.
Sick and tired of you pranking me about this booger in my nose. I hate this type of joke. That's an American thing. That is not a Trinidad thing, and that is not my type of humor.
I don't know where you come from, but the environment I come from, we keep our hands to ourselves.
So I can't do this?
So what I'm going to tell you is, stop. You're going to try to get a wreck? Keep your hands to yourself and watch your tongue. Because I can literally pull over right now and you'll be taking an Uber for the rest of the ride home.
You're not going to do that to me.
Hey.
No, I'm going to give you a serious hit.
Yeah. About to get off right here.
No, I'm not getting off right here. Bilal, you have to be a madman to stop and decide to do it like this.
Yeah, this is the highway.
Just because I give you a little tap.
Yeah. You thought I was joking.
That's right, man. You don't allow any disrespect in your own car when you're driving someone. In fact, the first time she did it, he should have thrown her out. And in fact, I would have slammed on the brakes, turned over, and pulled her out myself because you can't accept that. If you're an adult, you have to learn how to keep your hands to yourself and treat other people correctly and with respect. If you're that old and you can't realize that, then who raised you, honestly? Who raised you?
One of the coolest moments I've ever had with my nephew in my life. Christy is pissed. Christy is completely pissed, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and I just finished eating my food, and she's in the back waiting, you know? And I go in the back room. On the way to the back room, there's a step up in my living room. I look back at him and I wink, and he's like, looking at me crazy. I go in there, and of course, here come the alligator tears rolling. This and this and this, and I'm Whole frame, whole frame, whole frame. Next thing you know, got her bent over the bed. And I know my nephew can hear it. You know, I come out, he looked like he saw a ghost. Of course. And I'm like,
man, our boy AMS says it best. Whenever there's an emotional moment happening with your girl, just keep your masculine frame, and that's it. Don't react to it. Don't do anything. Just keep your masculine frame. Yo, not gonna lie, why did she have a GoFundMe to begin with? She was obviously guilty. We all knew she did it. We all knew she was wrong. She should have not been able to upload that and put that on GoFundMe to begin with.
Why are our women, our black women, allowed to verbally assault us beyond the violence line? And they know we can't do anything because his sister knew, just like every other one of you know, that if JR or anybody were to do what a man should do and check that shit, the first thing they're going to do is dial 911 white and come talk to the very white man that they keep telling you is oppressing you. The system, the man, white supremacy, and such and so forth. So again, that's where it came from. You cannot be pro-black family, pro-black community, and allow one-way aggression from black women towards black men, because it's that very system of white supremacy that she relies on to keep black men checked.
That's so true, man. A lot of women do not know how to act in public and do not know how to act in general. They just keep pushing the envelope. They keep pushing the envelope because they know people aren't going to retaliate. As a society, we got to change that, because if you're an adult, male or female, you can't be acting like this. I like how he did. I like what he did there. Got a nice ring to it. We all know that in relationships, leverage is different for men and women. Women have leverage in some cases, men have leverage in other cases.
Will Smith and Johnny Depp are the reminder to all men
that you could treat your wife like absolute gold, but the second you're no longer useful to them, they'll throw you under the bus and try to ruin your life without a second thought. Out of all the examples you could have used, you decided to use 2 male victims of abuse, mental as well as physical. And also, there are many women who suffer from this bait and switch, when they think they're marrying a good person, but then it turns out that they are the devil incarnate. The victim is made fun of. It's okay to blame the victim is when it's a dude. Explain this. Now, see, some would argue that it's their fault for marrying these toxic women. How could they have not seen it? How could they have not known that they were toxic beforehand? I'll give you a perfect example. Roll the tapes.
I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring.
You were nice until he married you, and then you showed your true color.
I rest my case.
Yeah, that's why you never truly know someone until you're married with them and you live with them. When people get comfortable, that's when they show their true colors. So a big note, if you guys want to date a girl, I suggest you go to her, meet her family first, and live with her first before you decide to take it seriously, because people do not show their true colors until they're comfortable with you.
He's like, man, mom, somebody at school just showed me a video of you sucking dick, and I ain't like it. Like, what are you gonna tell him?
I think I want to be the parent that will like sit down and be straight up with them. I'm not gonna tell my kid, listen, I'm not gonna tell my kid that like when you're 18, like go do that if you want. Like, I'm not gonna be like encouraging that shit ever, but I'm not gonna like, I'm gonna be like, this is what I did. Like, it was just like any other job. And like, I feel like even now kids are different than like when I was 12, 11, like they react different.
I'm gonna pray for that kid. I feel so bad. This is terrible. Our society is falling apart. This is disgusting. Go back 20 years, only 20 years, and say this.
You going to jail. Cheyenne.
Yo, that man has a lot of restraint, because that's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I don't know what else to say. That's just crazy.
Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello.
Yes, now, come over to our side of the fence. This woman is speaking absolute facts. They don't want a nice guy. The reason why they run over back to the fuckboy is because the nice guys don't challenge them on anything. It's unfulfilling to women when they just let them do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, women like the chase and the challenge almost as much as men do, honestly. If you're too nice, things can get too easy, and your significant other could get bored. Now, just because they're bored doesn't mean they should break up with you. I feel like a relationship shouldn't be a game. It shouldn't be like a Magic the Gathering type of game here. But a lot of women break up with men because they're boring for some reason, because they need some weird excitement in their life. I don't know, man. All I know is that in a relationship, I'm not here to entertain you.
Cancer survivor. I was in the gym 4 hours a day, 4 days a week. The first time I actually put on some real muscle and I had some pecs and some traps and triceps, I experienced something I had never experienced before in my life. Women drooling over me when I took my shirt off because I actually had a chest, and I was like, God damn. You don't think that was motivation to go in there and pump more weight? You goddamn right, because it's hardwired into it. Dude, disdain the things you cannot have. One of the law number 36 of the 48 laws of power. Disdain the things you cannot have. Colloquially, we call it sour grapes. Why do most guys don't worry about their image? Because they don't know how to fucking do it. That's ways to say it's not important. I can't look any better, so it's not important. Fuck you. Yeah, it is.
R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. That's so true, man. When you're in shape, it's just totally different. You're totally different. Not only for women in general, but for life. You just feel more confident, more happy, bro. I'm telling you guys. But make sure to always do it for yourself first. Do it for yourself to improve your life and your health first. Everything else is just an extra added bonus. But I'm telling you, getting in shape will change your life.
I think it's important that you keep dismantling
the patriarchy.
We are dismantling the patriarchy.
Step by step.
Yeah.
If you're interrupting women like you said you were,
yeah.
That's
well, only when we have
dismaying.
something more important to say.
Right.
You know,
so
which
you
is
just
most of
stepped
the
in
time.
here. Are you really empowering women, or are you just empowering the voice that you say you have for yourself?
Not the second part.
Not that second one. It's more the other thing you said that I wasn't listening to.
I love the trolling. I love it.
I did my PyCat about a year ago, got a 96 on that. It goes up to a 99, got a 96. They offered me nuclear physics, and I was like, why the fuck not? So I went there, and now I ship out in a few days.
Oh, okay, nice. Well, best of luck as you ship out pineapples.
Yeah. Why?
Because he literally didn't tell me any qualities about himself. He's just like, I made a 96 on this. I did this. And I feel like I did that at first too. But however, I need a man with some personality.
You felt that quick? You know you didn't have personality?
Yes, I'm really good at reading people.
Okay.
What they want is somebody who's like Tupac in a suit.
I don't know what did she mean by personality? Did she want him to go do a tap dance routine? Like, you just started talking. I'm gonna pray for that lady because she's gonna be alone for a while.
If men want to do better, they need to start with the conversations they have about women when we're not around.
Oh, you don't want to do that. But since you asked, let's get deep. Most men don't have a safe space at home with their own woman to speak freely about their own feelings. Things get twisted around, and 9 times out of 10 at the end of the conversation, we end up consoling her and our feelings get completely forgotten about. And that's what most men talk about when women are not around. And the advice that we give our brothers, keep your head up, bro. Try to come at her when everything calm. Maybe you need to find out what you're doing to make her feel that way. There's still no real safe.
Women have like 15 secret group chats talking about different men. We all know that. Come on, get out of here.
Group of 8th grade girls, and I asked them to tell me what their goals were. This one particular young lady said that she wanted to have 2 kids. So I said, so are you going to have a husband? And she said, nope. And I said, please tell me why you would choose in the 8th grade to have a goal of having 2 kids and not be married. She said, because if I'm married to him, I can't collect child support.
Jeez.
And then she said, why should I marry a man that I have kids by? He might have issues or something. He might be on drugs. And I said, well, if he's too bad to be your husband, do you really think he's going to make a better father?
Jesus.
Yo, that's sad, man. That's sick. Yo, I feel so bad. I feel so bad for that kid, man. She's definitely going through a lot at home. She's definitely following the footsteps of her mother and her father. It's very sad. I wish there was a way to fix that.
Stop asking for girls' numbers. We won't give it to you. Ask for our Instagram.
And if you watch the full video, she says nothing but the truth. She says, at least we get a follower if we don't want to connect with the guy or something within that range. I don't have Instagram. I don't have Snapchat. The only things I have is TikTok and Facebook. I'm not going to follow you on TikTok. I'm not going to add you on Facebook. So if it ain't the number, I respectfully decline.
Yeah, definitely get the number because it's much more personal. If you get their Instagram or Snapchat or whatever, like you said, you could just get an extra follower. So definitely, if it's not the number, then just don't waste your time and move on.